Okay, cool. So this is going to be a video for Jaden to help you learn your horn part for Largo Finale, or also anyone else who happens to need to learn the horn part for Largo Finale by Dvorak, the brass choir and percussion version. So first half starts out at Largo, quarter note equals 60. So I set my metronome to 60. I have it on an eighth note subdivision. And when I get to the finale, the tempo is doubled. So I'm just going to leave the metronome at quarter note 60 with eighth note subdivision and treat that like quarter notes. If any of this is too fast or too slow or whatever, you should be able to adjust the speed of the video playback so you can go even slower or whatever you need to do. Okay. Alright, let's see how I do. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm just gonna give my face a quick break. It looks like there's stuff on my mouthpiece. Getting black marks. Sorry about that. Okay. One thing I want to point out. I didn't, man, that's gonna bug me. Okay, so I really didn't put a whole lot of practice time into that, and that's not to brag, that's to say that there were a few minor errors that were kind of consistent, and they're kind of bad habits from me playing tuba. As tuba players, we can get away with breathing more often than everybody else, and so even though I wasn't running out of air, I'm used to breathing every 3 or so measures, and there were times where I was breathing every 2 to 3 measures, which in times when I didn't need to, okay? So you really, as a horn player, want to go for 4-measure phrases. I should have been doing that. There were a few notes that I cracked as well, and that's just, again, a lack of preparation on my part. I'm just trying to get you something that you can use as a reference to get you started, but please don't use what I'm doing as like the end goal. Like, this is to get you moving in the right direction, okay? So be mindful of your phrasing. A lot of your slurs are half a measure or maybe 2 measures at the most, but you should be doing 4-measure phrases. In most cases, it's okay for you to breathe at the end of the 4-measure phrase. When I did take breaths, they were like half a beat long, which is pretty good. So that's fine. I tried to convey the dynamics for the most part, and I didn't go as quiet as maybe I should have because I don't feel as comfortable in my own dynamic control on the horn. So I was trying to make sure I wasn't going quieter than I could play with a pretty tone. But you may be able to do it with more control. And okay, so let's get into measure 34 at the start of Allegro. And since I did go ahead and pause in between, I'm going to go ahead and adjust the tempo. I ended up pausing to give myself a face break. In fact, I'm going to stop the recording and start a new recording just in case I mess up the next part.